Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi Bhandary and I've got my student Swastik Shetty with me. So hello Swastik.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. So Swastik is doing a lot of stuff in the campus. He is a part of GitHub and he is the campus expert of GitHub. He is also the Google Developer Student Club member and the president of SOSC, Sahyadri Open Source Community. So we're going to discuss all these three with Swastik, because Swastik has cleared Google, okay? And all these activities in the campus actually led him to that. Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yes, right? So we would also want to encourage a lot of other students also to be part of these communities, because it really helps you in whichever field that you take up in engineering. So starting with GitHub. So what is GitHub all about?
So actually GitHub is a platform where you can put your codes and you can showcase your skills. And there are a lot of these companies which make their projects open source. So even you can make your project open source and you can share with others so that others can contribute to your project.
All right.
So that is the platform. So they run a community called GitHub Campus Experts. So these are global leaders where they get trained from GitHub directly, and they help you to conduct a lot of events on your campus and help other students to learn.
Alright, so if I'm a student of engineering, say in the first year or the second year, do you think that I should be a part of GitHub, and do you think it's very complex? I mean, can anyone be a part of GitHub?
No, ma'am, it's open. So anyone usually engineering students or developers who can go to GitHub and directly they can create an account.
Yeah.
So there you can contribute to other projects. But this global community, to become a member, you have few requirements. It's more like you should be an engineering student, you should have little experience being a community member, and you can directly go there and apply. So there is a process.
So first year also can do it?
Yeah, when I was in first year I applied. And
you
I
applied
became the GitHub
and you got and you were accepted. Yeah. So it's so anyone can apply and everyone gets accepted, or what's the process?
Yeah, they see your profile and they see how you write a message. Initially when you apply, you should write one paragraph why you want to become a campus expert, and once you become a campus expert, what will you do? Like how will you help the other students and your college?
Okay.
So it all depends on that.
All right. So on what you write. Yeah. But to be a campus expert is difficult. But to be a member, anyone can be.
Anyone can.
Anyone can be. And Swastik, you were sharing that at one point at Sahyadri we had 3 campus experts.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's an achievement?
Yeah, because there were only 3 campus experts globally, like from same college.
Globally, 3 campus experts from the same college, and we had it at Sahyadri. So that's that was happening only. So that's a phenomenon. You say in the world you don't have more than
3. Right now there might be 2 or 3, but at that particular time there were like only us.
And so right now we have only you.
Yeah, ma'am.
You have only you. So what would you tell these students who are watching, right? I mean, how do you go about? I mean, how did you become? What did you do for this?
Yeah. So initially when I joined engineering, even I had no much idea what is this GitHub Campus Expert, what is GitHub. I didn't know anything. So there was one workshop conducted by our senior who was a GitHub Campus Expert at that particular time. So he told about this program and I was more interested.
What was his name?
Mustaq Ahmed.
Mustaq, okay. So do you remember this earlier campus expert?
Yeah, Mustaq was the first one. And after that Akashdeep and Shashank.
Okay.
So first those 3 were the GitHub Campus Expert, and later once Mustaq graduated, I became the GitHub Campus Expert. Okay. So we were 3.
So when did you become? Which year?
First year.
First year itself you
became? At the
became?
end of first year. I applied in the beginning of first year, and there was a training. It took for 8 months. So at the end of first year, I became the official GitHub Campus Expert.
All right. So what do you do? I mean,
So initially, once you clear the initial process, you will be trained by GitHub directly, and they share a lot of resources. So from there you get to learn about these communication skills, you improve that, and about this Git and GitHub, how to use them, and also you get more insights or more knowledge about how to run a community, how to be a global campus expert. So once you complete all this training, and you also get to meet a lot of GitHub Campus Expert across the world.
All right.
So there are a lot of perks being a GitHub Campus Expert. So imagine there is an event conducting in somewhere in another country or some other place. So you get to travel there for free. You can go there and deliver speeches, talks. You can just go for fun also.
All right. So what have you done? I mean, because maybe the pandemic was there for the last 2 years. So what sort of an exposure did you get?
So I couldn't get travel, or I didn't get an opportunity to go to other place and give a speech. But I did conduct a lot of workshops and seminars in our college to help our students.
Okay.
And usually it's open, so anyone who is really interested can come and attend. And whatever we do, right, everything is for free.
All right. Okay. So we would urge everyone to be a part of GitHub, and maybe in the description we will also leave a link to that.
Yeah, man. So you can go there and you can apply directly, and you can, if you need any help, you can contact us.
Yeah, so maybe I'll leave a LinkedIn address also so that Swastik can always be contacted. But basically it's something like an Instagram account for engineers, but the more active you are, the better for you.
Yeah, because it has some graph where if you are really active and if you are contributing to any other projects, or if you're, imagine if you make your project open source and if you're contributing to that, even that is included. When you apply for these companies, big companies, and they see your profile, right? Usually if it is on campus, they check your resume and there will be interviews. But when you apply for off campus directly, they don't have anything, they don't know you, right? They see your profiles and they decide whether they want to move forward or not.
Alright.
So there is a graph, they see every day how much you contribute. And if you're really active, that means you are passionate about this coding and you are building something.
Okay.
They see how, like, from how long you are active, and there are people who actually create account and they are not using it.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense, right? You create an account and you are not active, and when you apply, they see your profile, GitHub, there is nothing, no projects. Why should they hire you? It makes sense, right?
Alright.
So that if you're more active, it helps you to get a lot of opportunities, and you can easily clear the initial rounds of this company hiring process.
Alright. The second thing that we were discussing earlier was the Google
Developer Student Club.
So Google Developer Student Club, and you are the member of that.
Member.
So can you tell what is it all about, and how does it help a student to be a part of this?
Yeah, so Google has this community called Google Developer Student Club. They have a lot of other communities, but this community is just for engineering students. And
so we recently had an opening, and we have sent a mail to all the students. So I just hope you have looked at it and applied.
Yeah. So we need to initially apply to get that club in our campus. So there will be interviews, and once you clear the interview, they will select 4 people to lead this community or club in our campus. So once we do that, we get a lot of resources, we get trained from Google directly. And they have these premium services, right? Google has cloud, it's a premium service. So even if you want to try, or if you want to learn, you need to pay some dollars. But what Google Developer Student Club they do is they give these resources for free. They give it for students, and they can use it. They get a lot of hands-on session, and it's completely free for them for 1 month or 2 months. And once there are a lot of tracks. So once you complete that, Google also gives you a lot of swags, t-shirts, bags, bottles to encourage these students.
So you also got something. Right.
So that's how even Google wants students to get hands-on sessions and more experience, because we all learn like watching tutorials, but we don't get actual hands-on experience, right? So Google also provides these services. They help these students.
So how many students do you think are part of the college in this club?
In our college, there are more than 100 to 150 members. We recently conducted an event where they could learn cloud. So there were a lot of people. They also got swags, and if they have completed these tracks.
Alright. So Swastik, what would you say? Anyone who's watching, they can be a part of this. So should they have this club in their college, or they can be a part of any club in any college?
To become a Google Developer Student Club, usually it's like if you have this club on your campus, you need to apply for that. Or if you don't have any Google Developer Student Club in your college, you can apply for nearby college. You can contact. You can
but it's not like, oh, I'm sitting in one place and I can apply somewhere far.
No. You see the nearest one first.
Alright.
Google.
So you need to go there physically?
No, ma'am. There is a portal. We have a dedicated page under their official community page. So you can go there and you can contact us directly.
Okay. So then why is it required that you approach someone nearby? You can just approach any college.
Yeah, because usually these Google Developer students, what they want is they want us to conduct offline events, so that they can go and visit. And there will be it depends, right? Region wise, they might have some different culture, they might have some different timings. So if it is nearby, then it's easily accessible.
And I think for Sahyadri, since you already have this, please make use of it. Do you think just because you were a part of this community, it actually encouraged you to apply to Google?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Because when I talk to these Google developers and I see their culture, right? It's completely different from other companies and other communities. So, and also they get a lot of swags and goodies, which motivated me to apply.
Yes. And finally, I want you to talk about SOSC. SOSC is the Sahyadri open source community. I can't tell you how good they are doing because whenever we see across, in the past few years, the ones who have cracked the very good companies all had a background of SOSC. So can you please tell about SOSC? You're the president. So what is SOSC all about?
So Sahyadri Open Source Community. It's an open source community which is run by students of this college. So our main
and any student who's watching across the country or the globe can be a part of SOSC.
Yeah, it's open to all. So irrespective of gender, college or age, anyone can be part of this community.
Right. Even age. So someone who's in the industry can also be a part of SOSC.
Okay. They can be. And so our goal is to share our knowledge for free with others and also spread the open source culture and this coding culture in our campus.
Alright.
So that's the main motivation, and in simple words, SOS is more like an umbrella under which there are a lot of clubs and communities. As I mentioned, I'm a GitHub campus expert. We have this Google Developer Student Club, we have Mozilla Club, we have Hack Clubs, a lot of clubs and communities under SOS. So it's more like an umbrella which has a lot of. So what we do is we share our knowledge for free, and we believe that when we teach others or when we share our knowledge with others, we get to learn more. Because imagine I have learned something, and when I teach others, they might ask some questions which I never thought of. Right? So that time, even if I know I could answer you, or else I will go and search what is the answer for this particular question. So that's how we get to learn. Right? And we do everything for free because there are a lot of clubs or communities which are funding us. So that's how this.
So you have enough of funds coming.
Initially during pandemic time we had very few because
they not really, I guess, because I always find SOSC sometimes struggling for funds. So if you are a recruiter and from any organization want to be a part of SOSC, I think you can always contribute over here for all the you do events like
we share our knowledge by conducting workshops. We conduct a lot of developer conferences. We conduct hackathons.
All right.
Because I personally learned a lot of things participating in these hackathons, and I started my hackathon experience from this college. Being under SOC, when I was in first year, they conducted their first hackathon, and I was part of that. After that, I was more interested. I participated a lot of global hackathons. I was part of this Kerala Police Hackathon also. Our team was one among the top 25 globally. So that's
globally. So that's a huge recognition.
And it was conducted by Kerala Police.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So anything else that you want to add about SOSC?
Yeah. So we have this opportunity, right? Like it's very accessible for our college, and nearby college it's open. It's open. So if you want to learn anything, or if you if you have any queries, you can meet us. Because personally, SOSC played a huge role in my journey. Because being a first year, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what track I need to take, right? So these seniors who are part of SOSC, they guided me. They told you can do this, you can do that. There are a lot of opportunities, and if you're part of these clubs and communities, right, you get a lot of opportunities. You get to know that because there are a lot of companies and there are a lot of openings, and you will not be aware of all the opportunities. And there are people who put my company is hiring, and people from Microsoft, Google, they put their openings. My team is looking for software developers. So if anyone interested, you can apply. Because
SOSC people come to know, your community comes to know.
And our seniors are working in very good companies also.
Yes. So even they put it, they put the job postings on SOSC.
Because usually when these big tech companies, right, if they put it on social media, everyone will apply.
Yes.
So it's very difficult to filter out people.
All right.
So they tell their employees, and these employees, if they are part of any communities, they put it there first. Because all these members who are part of these communities are really interested, right? That's why they are part of those communities. So they give more preference to these people, and if you are part of any good global communities, right? Or it's more like an add-on, so you can easily get recruited.
So this is not only for the students, but even people who have passed out. So do you think if our alumni also come, because many of them may not be aware of it, so they can still be a part of SOSC?
Yeah, ma'am, they can be part of SOSC.
So the students can be alumni, people from across the country, all professionals in the IT area or whichever, engineering.
Yeah. So what happens is if they're graduates or if they're working in any IT, they have more experience, right? They can share with other students also. Even our students will get more idea how is it once you get into IT. So it's more
how many students are there in SOSC? Total. How many members are there?
We have core of around 36 right now, but
the total members.
400, 500, I guess, because when we conduct events, people come.
Yeah, but then like you said, people from anywhere can be a part of SOSC, and it's an ongoing process. It's never like, okay, it's over, right?
Yeah.
So then you only have 400 as of now.
Yeah.
And with 400, you're doing such a fabulous job. So I think, if you're listening to this, please be a part of SOSC. Because there's so much to learn and share in this community. Yeah. So thank you, Swastik, for this very insightful insight into all the three: the GitHub, the Google Developer Student Community, and the SOSC, Sahyadri Open Source Community. And if you have any queries, I'll also share Swastik's LinkedIn profile and also the links to all these three on the description. So thank you very much, and till we meet again, it's bye from both of us.